definitely gone in a far in its near future, which is exciting, and hopefully we'll be there together.
I feel good. I got quite a bit of money won right now, and I'm liking where my year's starting.
It's beautiful up here in Springville, so it's like one place I don't mind taking a bedroll up here, but yeah, like I said, most of the time when I'm rodeoing, I like to have a nice living quarters and some AC, but I knew the weather would be pretty nice, so I was like, well, heck, no sense in running home and driving right back. I love this time of year. You know, after last week, won second at San Angelo and one red buff, that gave me a big boost, jump up there, If it would have been for that, it'd have been a little, it's a tough grind, but if you go into Reno in the top 25, man, you're in great shape, I mean, I'd like to obviously be in the top 10 or top 5, but it's just the way it is. I don't get too stressed about the numbers right away, I mean, once Reno hits and go to Reno and have a good fourth, then it's like, okay, keep setting yourself up. And now, I mean, I heard Hermison's adding a bunch of money, Pendleton's adding a bunch more money, so it's just these rodeos, it's driving competition to have them add more money, and so who knows what it's going to take this year. This year's going to be a little different. Mexican steers are really hard to cross the border right now, and the border is shut down for 2 or 3 months. So they're letting guys, stock contractors, run these old steers. These are the steers we run last year at this time. So they're getting old, big, kind of have some tricks. That steer I run this morning, Dankster had a little trick up his sleeve, but that's part of it. You kind of got to look at the circumstances and realize that no sense in worry about it. You got to keep a level head through all this and just keep grinding it out. I mean, you can't let your emotions get to you. That is I want to place every one of them. It's not going to happen. So you just got to take the positive and roll on.
Every rodeo's got their scene, but we're right here in the middle of the mountains. I mean, this is beautiful. The grass is starting to turn green. I mean, you can't ask for a better place than this. Clovis, another beautiful, amazing arena. Great town, great environment. The fans go crazy. I believe we sold out all 4 nights, so this is one of the biggest weekends we've had in California. I mean, the crowd is the biggest I've seen it in a long time. It's either raining this weekend or really hot. It looks like we're about to get the rain today, so I love riding in the rain. I think that's good luck. But yeah, I'm pretty excited for this weekend. It's been doing really good. I've just been blessed to keep getting on good horses and keep my adrenaline rush going. So I've just been praying that God leads me wherever the path is. Every time I try to control and plan, it never goes well. I've been sending everything to God, and He's been taking good care of me. So my plan now is just to keep having fun and just keep a smile on my face, if this is a really fun weekend for me. That one, huh? Take that, Wizard. What a cadavra. Well, Wizard, that's an older horse, and he's just a campaigner, really good sucker, and they had a good trip today. I think Statler, or Ryder, was 85 on him in Oakdale, so I was hoping he'd kind of have that trip. I asked Spencer, I said, was it raining that day? And he goes, yeah, a little bit. I thought, perfect. Maybe he likes the mud. So yeah, he had a great trip tonight. I got a rivalry though with Lefty Holman, okay? They call him the Cali King, so I'm like trying my ass off to beat this guy. And I think he half-pointed me tonight, so.
Well, you tied.
Did we?
Tied.
Oh, okay.
You tied at the top, 83.5 for both.
It makes me feel better. And I could be the Cali Prince maybe.
Larry Mahan quote that I can't quote because I don't remember exactly how it goes, but it's like basically says how it's the most awesome, greatest, most frustrating, embarrassing game in the world, exciting game in the world. It's true. It feels good, it's fun. When it goes fast, still all right. It's huge. I've struggled the last probably 6 months, and you know, I still got a huge shot to make the NFR. My brother last year, he went into the NFR #1, and I think we figured it out. He won like 150,000 in 6 weeks, and there's plenty of money to be won there, you know, to make it to the finals and whatnot. You know, it gives it too where I'm faithful in God that there's going to be a good outcome. You know, He's going to bless this. If I could just keep my head down, keep going, I know He's got bigger plans than what I can imagine. So just trying to keep my head up, keep moving on, and it'll all work out. And I try to take a couple days off if I can here and there to run back home a little bit, or get them to, you know, run home, grab them, and they can go with me for a week or, you know, 2, and be able to spend time with them. I've tried to go without them, and it just makes it where I grow. You know, a couple bad days of riding bulls, and I get to missing them a lot, and I don't, you know, my kids are still pretty young, and there's a lot of time there that I don't want to miss. So they're my main priority. This is just how I get to pay the bills. I'm blessed to be able to do this for a living, and but at the end of the day, I got a wife and kids I need to take care of. So I gotta raise them kids first. You know, that's priority.
California Circuit Champion Reed Neeley is from Clovis, California. This could be one of the best matchups of the day right here. Let's help the hometown boy, everybody. Get ready. Go, Reed! We'll help you.
That's the Grinch from the Wild Ride, man.
I know. I got to talk to his mom and dad earlier tonight. 82.5 for the cowboy from Clovis.
Man, I do think I got the biggest cheer today, which, given it's a little biased for my hometown, but man, this is probably the biggest crowd. Like Springville last night, man, this is amazing. Helicopter flying right over the top. Gosh, that was just electric. This is probably the greatest feeling. All my friends and family getting here to watch me. My mom's sitting right across the arena, right where that horse ran, and so, I mean, it's just meant to be. I'm going to be shaking a lot of babies and kissing a lot of hands, so we'll talk to all my fans and friends here in a minute. And I think I got a little bit more to work to do the rest of the year, but I think this is a pretty good weekend. I rode all my horses for what I could have, and man, it's what a life. Getting to pay $120 for a free adrenaline rush is pretty nice.
Look at all this fish.
You
see him over there?
Got some stories to tell this one.
See him over there? See him up? Think we should name him?
I'll name him Lulu.
Lulu? I love that name.
It's really been a dream for me. They always say, you know, find your passion and follow that. And I've just been so fortunate because rodeo opened that door for me. That's how I got started, was my love for rodeo, and I always had a love for clothes and fashion, and I just got super fortunate because I realized, wow, I could combine all those passions, and that's how I came out with Rodeo Quincy and started making our own clothes, and it's just been a dream. Now being able to see like people from all walks of the world, not just in our rodeo world, wear it is just like one of the neatest things. Dakota and I's worlds really collide, especially come NFR every year. It's obviously the biggest week for him out of the year, and it's one of the biggest weeks for Rodeo Quincy. We've got booths down there showcasing a lot of pieces that we work all year on, and so it's just really neat. And then on top of that, we get to share it with our family now, and so it just means so much. Time with Dakota is precious time because he's on the road so much, but Dakota and I, we grew up living this lifestyle, and we're just so blessed that we get to share it now with our girls, and it's really come full circle, especially watching Dakota on Rusty. He grew up, Rusty taught him, you know, how to win and how to be a great cowboy, and Rusty's done so much for our family, and then to be able to have him now for our girls to trot around on, it just means the world to us.
I trust him enough where I don't necessarily know if I trust him like to put him on and just let him go ride by themselves, but because he's still got a little fire. But you know, like I threw Ruby on him and just threw the halt before I had the halter on him. You know, so it's like the amount of trust I got in him that way is amazing. It's hard to find a good kids horse, so just to have him that way, you know, I think though you go to kick him, he's still going to want to run pretty hard, you know. So the girls, we go pretty slow still, and they trot a little bit, but try to keep it at a little slower pace because he's still got a little fire, but he's starting to show his age. Poor old buddy, but oh, lost your hat. Case of beer. You gotta buy a case of beer if you lose your hat. That's what the bulldoggers say. Pretty cute.
Do it again.
Again?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. You gotta stop. Our life's crazy, but you gotta stop and look at the bigger picture and look and see how thankful or how blessed we are to be here. And with these two little healthy girls and a little boy on the way, it's pretty special. And to have the land for them to roam on and to ride and have arena and, you know, run some cattle in the winter. It's pretty neat, you know. I don't really care if they do rodeo or what, but I want to give them the option. And it's just neat to see kids ride at a young age because it's something that learn how to ride and ride decent at an older age is tough. So to be able to live out here and give them the option, you know, if they want a rodeo, I would love it. But at the same time, not going to push it, but they have their opportunity, and we'll try to have great horses for them.
We definitely want to share the lifestyle with them, and the fact that I got to grow up here and now I get to share it with our girls and share it with Dakota, we're just very grateful and very blessed.
And a big part of this whole thing too was Quincy's mom. You know, she's no longer with us, but you know, we lost her 5 years ago, and it was you know, that to me to see, I wish she was around to see these girls, and Sally, she was a hell of a cowgirl. That's where Sally got her name from.
Yeah.
You know, and Bill, he was always the brains and bought the cattle and stuff. But Sally, she was a huge driving force around this place for a long time, and she wasn't around long enough.
She was quite the cowgirl, and so her legacy lives on through us, and we hope someday that our legacy will live on through our kids and through this ranch too. So.